All right, we are going to debate this $1 trillion pay package that is on the table for Elon Musk. The board chair was on Squawk this morning, basically said if we don't approve the pay package, he's going to leave. All right, Bryn, so what's your vote? Is he worth $1 trillion? Should he get this pay package? What do you think?
Yes and yes. I voted. And for all those Robinhood shareholders, Robinhood actually makes it really simple to vote. I think what's getting lost for everyone out there is like this is dependent, first of all, on the stock being worth $8.5 trillion.
It is good. That's I'm going to show it too.
20 million. Well, not it is.
I don't mean
it's
to
a
interrupt you.
$1.5 trillion market cap now.
I apologize for interrupting you, and I should have been cleaner how I did this. We're going to show. I think we have the wall that was made that shows these milestones in market cap that Tesla has to reach in order for Musk to get the money. To your point, now forgive me again for interrupting you, but here it is. To get to the promised land, so to speak, the market cap of Tesla has to get to $8.5 trillion. So it's broken up into 12 tranches. So please continue, and again, forgive me.
Yeah, so I think when you invest in a company, you have individuals like myself I own the stock outright. And I think you have to trust the board and vote with the board. And this is what the board is saying. The board is all, and or you could be with ISS and Glass, who I think are saying no for nothing to do with innovation, but to do with I think strange policies that have no business right here. And so I'll be very curious to see. I think this will definitely be a clearing event on the stock. Do these firms like Glass and ICE, which are just proxy voting, trump individual investors? And ultimately, where this is ironic is when Elon set up Tesla as a public company, he purposely didn't do a dual class share like Facebook and like Google because he wanted it to be democratized. But that's now coming to bite him in the butt, as they should have done a dual class share, and then we'd never be having this conversation.
Sure. But you say you want to trust the board, you want to vote with the board. I mean, why? Of course. In every scenario, you want to trust the board and vote for the board. Not if the board is rubber stamping something. And I'm not suggesting in this particular case they are. But are you making a carte blanche statement? You always trust the board, vote with the board? I mean,
no,
we've seen rubber stamp boards before.
When we are in an environment where CEOs, get these huge pay packages based on nothing. The LSU coach has $95 million for nothing. This pay package is, Elon, if you do this over this period of time and then this happens, then we will reward you. So to me, it's like aligning exactly what a board should be doing to the founder, to the chief innovator, to stay here for the next 10 years, innovate, and then execute. And then we will pay you this. So to me, it's very pragmatic and sensical versus the nonsensical way that we pay millions and millions to these other CEOs and other like people that really don't even add value to the company. So I think in this case, absolutely, I would vote with the board because they're aligning my return with his pay package.
There are, Joe, I mean, Bryn makes a really good point. There are CEOs that we've seen over time whose preside over companies whose market cap has deteriorated and their pay has increased.
Okay.
So you're a shareholder.
I am.
Through the T?
I would like to read a line from Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley's note today.
Please.
It is our long-standing opinion that if you solve autonomy for cars, you solve autonomy for many other form factors of AI-enabled robotics, aviation, marine, weapons, etc. This is a moment that would change transportation forever. And he doesn't deserve the pay package if he could reach the targets. Yes, there are other people that might be able to change transportation forever, but he has certainly been at the beginnings of it, and he should see it through, and ultimately I think he should be rewarded for that.
It's good to see the wall that we have made today on the milestones because, you hear $1 trillion. Is he worth $1 trillion? But this is a long road to get to $1 trillion, Jimmy, worth of pay. I mean, Tesla's market cap right now is a bit more than $1 trillion. Right. The current market cap is a bit more than $1 trillion. So there it is, $1.5 trillion.
$1.5 trillion.
All right, it's $1.5 trillion.
So to get to
I'd like to have a bit more than $1 trillion, being $1.5 trillion too. But $8.5 trillion is the market cap that it has to achieve for Mr. Musk to get the money.
Right. So that's another $7 trillion, and give him $1 trillion of that, 14%. Honestly, I think if he could do that, he's worth it. Now, some would say on the other side of that, but what about the value of his shares, his holdings? Aren't they going to appreciate? Isn't that enough? I would say if you could in some way incentivize and maybe even lock in that performance, which is a bold statement, then it's worth it. Give it to him. I mean, $7 trillion is bigger than NVIDIA right now by a lot. And $8.5 trillion, just to be more specific, is 2x of NVIDIA. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. You got to believe that Optimus comes through, that what Adam Jonas is saying about autonomous driving is true. A lot of things have to be true. We'll see if it comes true or not.
All right.